What's up, everybody? This is one of your hosts of the Select Cast. My name is Joe Ryan, and this is our first inaugural episode. With me is...
Bobby Potter, Breakneck Frog. How's everybody doing tonight?
This is Nate Beckwith, a.k.a. Ranizin.
I know, I didn't even say, like, my username. Really I just say, like... What the hell did I even say Jay Riddy? I was like Joe Ryan.
No,
I was
you,
all
you just said Joe Ryan. That's all you said.
Jay Riddy 5000 son. Holla, what up? That's my screen's. That's my screen's names. This is our first episode. This is primarily a video game show, but we're going to talk about geek culture, comics, movies, everything, and maybe even something called the Whack Band later on, which is going to be in a segment we call WTF of the Week. I love how we say WTF because we'll definitely say fuck in this show, but I think it's great that we say WTF of the Week.
Let's keep it.
Yes. Which is a band that if you...
Don't give it away.
Well, I got to give...
Make them work for it.
I got to give them something here.
Okay.
It's a band...
All right.
It's a band that if you pleasure yourself, it stores energy from the up-down motion. I'm not making this up. And you can use it to charge your devices. So that's all I'm going to say on the matter. We are going to move on to what games are we playing? Nate... What video games are you playing?
I've been in a trophy completion mood. I don't know why. I don't know why that takes control of me every once in a while.
I wish I had that motivation.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at that stuff.
Yeah.
I envy it.
Yeah. So I finished up the Platinum Trophy for Diablo 3.
Sick.
Nice.
That was a pain in the ass. Definitely took some grinding action. But it was fun. Dying Light, finished the platinum for that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Fantastic game.
Yeah, that's a badass
yes, it's
game.
a very good game. Awesome.
Getting back into Far Cry 4 and all of that craziness. And I'm messing around with some 3DS stuff now.
Nice.
Yeah, kicking it old school with the handhelds.
Old school, the new 3DS, right?
With the new 3DS.
The little nub.
So it's new old school.
Yes. Sweet.
Yeah.
Me, I have been playing Rise, Son of Rome, and Halo Master Chief Collection.
Nice.
I love Rise. It's a great game. I love the gameplay, and I'm a huge fan of Roman mythology, but that's not important.
Does it look as good as the video show?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
it's
sweet.
ridiculous. What I love, though, is I love how it's got that God of War feel to it, because everyone,
very cool. When
it came out, they complained, about the time at quick time events or whatever. I like it. I think it's cool. Halo, obviously, I've always loved Halo. You guys love Halo.
So you're playing single player Master Chief Collection?
Yes.
Not the broken Master Chief,
No.
which we will get to.
No.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm playing kind of a combination of you guys. I think I left some of them out here, but Dying Light is the one I'm playing the most. Can't say enough about that game. Yeah, badass. I think the surprise of the year. Well, it's just the beginning of the year, but I think it will be the surprise of the year at the end of the year.
So far.
Yeah. Dragon Age Isolation. Been getting into that a little more. I haven't given enough time.
Inquisition.
Yeah, holy shit, I just said Isolation. Well, it's funny because I have Alien Isolation on these notes too. So Dragon Age Isolation, if you haven't heard of it, the new mashup where Ripley and Knights fight each other to the death on a spaceship. You guys wouldn't know about it. It's totally too cool for anybody to play. But I've been playing anyway. I've been dabbling in Alien Isolation a little bit. Let's see, Rayman Legends. It's like the third freaking platform I played that game on now.
It's good stuff.
Game's so good. The second episode of Game of Thrones, I've been going through. This is all on the Xbox One, and then on the PC, I've been playing Splinter Cell Blacklist, which I never gave a lot of time to before. That's such a good game.
Yep. And
Apotheon, which is kind of topical because that's the free PS Plus game right now. Why are you laughing?
Nothing. I think I remember one of the videos that you posted up.
Oh yeah,
it was hilarious.
There's a lot of naked dudes.
Yes, and I forgot what you said, but I'm trying to remember. Oh, I remember when the video you're just saying
yeah, there's a lot of naked dudes.
Yeah, it's a lot of naked dudes and I don't know why I keep talking about naked dudes. I
yeah,
apologize.
You're kind of hung up on that.
Yeah, I am.
He's hung up on the
He totally had somewhere he was going with that, and then he was like naked dudes, naked dudes, naked dudes.
Just got
I like that game.
Hole.
I like that game. Yeah.
This is episode 1, everybody.
It's totally fine.
Stay tuned.
There's people out there into that, and that's totally fine. Yeah, so speaking of Dying Light, I wanted to talk about
to hear about this conversation.
Oh,
horrible puns already.
Hashtag boom. Can you say a hashtag? I think you can.
Yes.
So Dying Light is in the news this week for having the incredible, what I call incredible, My Apocalypse Edition. The My Apocalypse Edition is, what'd you figure out it was?
$386,000 US.
Wow. So that contains, oh, this is amazing. This is from the developer themselves, these notes. A custom-built Dying Light zombie house by Tiger Log Cabins built to spec. Zombie avoidance parkour lessons with Ampy Sound, the team behind the internet smash Dying Light parkour point of view video. By the way, I've never seen that, so I'll take their word for it. Be the zombie match with devs where you win so you can brag to your friends how elite you are. Trip to Techland, which is the developer, in, I don't know how to say this, Wrocław, Poland, to meet the dev team and party with Steve, the zombie consultant. This is getting more incredible. Your face skinned onto your Night Hunter character model. A Dying Light branded night vision goggles with, this is the best part, adult diapers for the night portions of the game. 4 signed steelbook, I'm not done. 4 signed steelbook editions of Dying Light. 2 top-of-the-line Razer Tiamat headphones, and a human-sized volatile figurine to use as a deterrent on human raiders. That's amazing.
That is
I know it's stupid and ridiculous, but I think it's so cool that they did that.
It gets better. Like as you went through the list, I think it got better every time.
Right. The log cabin's like, okay, that might be worth. I don't know. I'm not like in the log cabin market, and I don't know what the zombie.
Is it a log cabin?
Yeah. Like that's the main thing. It's right here. Custom built. Wait for this. Let me repeat. Custom built Dying Light zombie house by Tiger Log Cabins.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming it's some sort of. It might suck. It might be amazing. Either way, they're building a zombie house. Like,
well, it better be amazing.
House? Yeah,
for that kind of money.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring it up. I think that's absolutely. Okay, I think it's cool.
All right, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. Okay, typical gamer.
Yeah.
How are they going to get through parkour lessons?
Good point.
That is a very, very good point.
I don't think they care. I think if you fall on your face, they're like, "Fuck you, I don't care." I think they're looking. Techline's looking like if you want to spend $386,000 on this, you're a moron and you have way too much money. So either you're some trust fund kid that's like, "Daddy, I don't know why they talk like that. Daddy, buy me parkour lessons." I don't know who that even supposed to be. What impersonation it is, or maybe you are the 1% of gamers that are like jacked and like
maybe.
I've met a few. I met like one.
The bro gamers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like those dudes. Like the same guy that's buying the Black Ops Zombie Jeep or whatever it is.
Right.
Which is great. I actually saw one of those out one time.
Now is that like a conflict of interest or something? If you park that Jeep in the driveway of the log cabin?
Ooh. I would. I don't know. Do they go hand in hand? Is like Techland gonna go at like?
Do they give you
Infinity
like a deal
Ward or whatever? Be like, what's Or actually, it's Treyarch, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. We will have to find out next time on Select Start.
Dun dun dun.
But yeah, so Dying Light, you loved it. You beat it.
Yeah, it was great. I thought co-op was extremely fun.
Yeah, him and I just
yes, definitely a lot of fun. Oh yeah, definitely. I had a blast.
Have you tried 4-player?
Not yet.
No,
it's amazing.
It's
ridiculous. It's intense, and it's amazing.
That's awesome. I am without giving spoilers, I think 3/4. I'm going to guess.
Spoilers, Jesus Christ.
Game's early, man. I don't ruin it yet for anybody. It's like 3/4 of the way through. Just by what I read on the internet. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's good. It surprised me. Like I played it first. I'm like, oh, it's all right. It's cool. It felt clunky until I really got the parkour done. But now it's like it's so much fun. Some things still piss me off. Like it's got. It's me, but there's games that make me so angry sometimes. Like GTA does this to me, where it's like really unforgiving missions that don't really tell you what to do, and you die, and it's like start over.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Dying Light has one of those. I know you've played it because you beat it. That I just did the other night, and believe me, out there, people might be like, "You just suck," and that's fine. I'll accept that, but I don't care. It pissed me off. There's a mission where you have to. I think you got to blow up a nest at night.
Yes,
and you've got to place a bomb, and then you got to place another bomb, and then you got to get out.
Mm-hmm.
I played the thing about 3 or 4 times because it's your first time in the building. You have 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and you don't know where to exit. It's your first time in the building.
Right.
So, like, maybe that's realistic or whatever, but here's my problem. I don't mind dying. I don't mind getting swarmed. I had to be smarter, throw the firecrackers. But last time I died is such bullshit because there's a marker on the map, and it says get out of the building, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out of the building, but
not far enough.
Well, in a panic, I'm kind of looking for, you drop down back in the sewer. I'm like forgetting that, and I'm away from the building, and it doesn't say to you where to. It doesn't say go back in the sewer. It doesn't say anything. It's just like, hey, get out of the building.
Yeah.
So I get out of the building, and the time's going to 1. I'm like, okay. It's like, it doesn't even say anything. It just goes, your screen goes all black. And I'm like, what? And I had to, and then like the next time I did it, I was maybe a foot further and just happened to drop down in the tunnel. Like it doesn't say like this whole area is going to blow. It's just get out of the building. So,
right.
But that's a nitpick. The game's still awesome.
See, I don't know if I jumped down the sewer.
It might be a glitch. There's glitches in that game.
I think I was out in the open and the building came down.
Yeah, dude, I was far enough. I know it's far enough, and I was like,
because I remember distinctly looking for that stupid entrance because I couldn't find it.
That was me. I couldn't find it.
And I'm walking around in circles like a moron.
Yeah, maybe it was a glitch that it made me like I just turned off, and I went back and beat it like right. The next day you come back and beat it right away. But no, that game is really good considering it came from the people who made Dead Island, which was like a giant mess, fun mess, but.
It was like one of those crappy games.
Yeah.
It was a guilty pleasure.
But it was supposed to be so good. It was hyped and like...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That awesome E3 trailer with like the little girl like turning into like... But this was really good.
Well, since I got the completion, the Platinum Trophy, let's talk about broken trophies.
Oh, I'd love to hear this. So before you go, what does a Platinum Dying Light trophy require? Like, what is it? So, like, there's different platinums. Okay. Is it just, like, is it 100%ing everything? Find every little... Okay.
Yeah. It's... Wow. Find all the text collectibles, do a bunch of stupid crap that you don't want to do, finish all the side missions.
Right.
Do a lot of the challenges, which they're hit and miss. Some were horrible. Some were fun. I think the only thing that you didn't have to do was... collect the zombie statues and the flags, which was very surprising to me.
Yeah, because I actually got quite a few of the zombie statues by accident.
Yeah, and there's a counter for them.
Right.
And there's a significant amount of them, so it's kind of weird that they weren't included. But the one broken trophy that really was annoying to me was the one for completing all the side quests, because they removed a side quest before the game launched.
What? That's a real
thing?
Really?
Was still included in the completion.
No.
For all side quests.
I can't believe I didn't know about this yet.
Wow. Unattainable trophy till it was patched.
Okay, so
it has been patched.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
But it was pretty recent. I think it was maybe last week.
So I heard about a patch, and maybe it was the same patch. The only one I heard about was the one that was off, and it was like the game breaking, like you can't play anymore.
Right.
Like, wow, I didn't know about
there
that.
was the one that would randomly wipe your save.
Yes.
I think it was for that.
Jeez.
God,
that would piss me off. Both would piss me off.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Make me mad, too.
Yeah, and the other one that I got stuck with, you had to save survivors from Rise's men, and the counter for that is messed up. So it says save 15. I saved 20 before it popped up.
Oh.
And of course, after you complete the story, that particular event shows up a lot less.
Wow.
So you pretty much have to do like a new game plus, or jump in with somebody else. And
so did you look that up, or is it just like you just thought that like that is a thing?
Oh, I looked it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Because I'm like, okay, I'm at 15. Why am I not getting this?
See, this is why. Like, I'm not knocking you. I'm not picking. I think it's awesome you do this. I'm jealous of people who do this. I don't have any patience.
Yeah.
I get so mad. I started getting into the platinum thing. Like, so everybody out there's a Sony fan's gonna laugh hysterical at this. I was so excited when I platinum Sound Shapes. But you ever played Sound Shapes?
Sound Shapes was great.
Love the game. That's one of my favorite
awesome
games ever.
Game.
But it's the easiest like platinum ever. It's just like, hey, beat the game and do this.
Yeah.
So I was like, I might have one platinum, might have two. It's like Sound Shapes, and then like whatever game that was like, hey, beat everything. I think it was the first season of Walking Dead 1 or whatever. It's like, beat the game, get a platinum. And they removed it out of those downloadable games, you know? But so my two platinums are so pathetic. Journey might have gave you a free platinum, like one of those other awesome games I loved, but none of my platinums are difficult whatsoever.
Okay, so we'll throw it back to the 360. Okay, so my first 100%.
Yeah, your 1,000 game score.
Fight Night, where they pretty much give it to you.
King Kong, there was a few.
Yeah,
King Kong was like NBA 2K11 did it. Because everybody would just go out who didn't want those games to buy those games.
Yeah.
Be like, beat the game, get 1,000 game points.
Yeah,
I did that stuff. Yeah,
I did that, and I kind of felt bad about it.
Yeah,
I was like kind of embarrassed, because it was like
street cred.
It's like, yeah, I have 100, but it's fight night, and they give it to you. So I don't know.
It's fine if because what's cool about the Xbox, I mean, the PlayStation stuff's awesome too. Trophies, people prefer one or the other. I prefer the achievements because I'm used to them, but I think trophies are still cool. The trophies are great. Yeah, and the trophies are cooler because the platinum, I think, means more than 1,000%. I think.
Well, I guess the difference is Xbox has gamer score.
Yeah.
And PlayStation has a list. Like, it shows you you have 6 platinums and 100 golds and some kind of arbitrary level that's associated with it that I haven't figured out yet. But
it's more.
So it's
easier
a little
to
more
see
visual.
Yeah, it's easier to see on the surface. You got to really delve in on the Xbox. So that's what I'm saying. For street cred, in the reward, in the achievement world, in the trophy world, you're safe. More safe with Xbox because they can be like, yeah, you cool. But if they look in and they see that 1,000 gamer score bullshit, oh, you played King Kong, motherfucker. You're not cool, man. You're gonna get whooped. If there's like a dude that's like I have a friend. What's your gamer score on Xbox?
I couldn't even tell you.
All right, but it's not like 90 or 100. Is it something really, really high or?
Maybe 70, 80.
Okay, so yours is a lot higher than mine because I left Xbox a while ago. I went PS3 for a while and then just came back. But I have somebody that's like 90 or something now. And I know there's much higher.
Absolutely.
But like those guys, it'd be like, yo, I'm gonna whip your ass if they see that. I don't like to roll with them. I actually had a guy. I'm being funny, obviously, by the way, but I actually had a guy the other day look at my gamer score and he was like, "Really? That's it?" And I was like, "What? Really? Is it like? Am I uncool or cool by thinking that was annoying?" I'm like, "What?" Like I laughed at him and I was like, "Oh yeah, that doesn't matter." And I walked away like, "Well, man, I do think that matters." And then you get into I left for PS3 and it's like, nah, man, he knows.
It's too late.
Yeah, he knows. I'm a punk. So, no, yeah. So I think we both are really, really high in the game. You haven't played Dying Light yet, right?
No, I do have it. I have it for Xbox One. I love the game. It's great. Okay. Yep. I definitely love it. It's a lot of fun. The only problem I have with the game, though, is that a lot of the zombies look the same. I don't expect every zombie to look
I didn't notice that until you told me. I get the gripe, but I didn't even notice.
Yeah, like a lot of them just have like shaved heads and scabbed heads and all that stuff. And
yeah,
it's just, Like I said, I didn't expect every zombie to look unique, but maybe add some different color a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, they had different races, right? Like,
oh no, they did, but a lot of them at the time they had like that gray looking color to them, and like they just looked. It was very bland and blah.
It seemed like they had maybe 10 models.
And I'm not disagreeing with you. I think it's a good point, but I bet you could find every zombie game in the world.
Care.
That is true.
The Last of Us might be my favorite game of all time, and every clicker looks the same.
No, that is right.
But I know what you mean. But I guess the argument is, you know what? That's narrative driven, and you see them less. In that, you're seeing them every 5 seconds. So I guess.
But I mean,
more variety.
You're ripping them in half in half a second anyway.
Sure.
So.
And what I say
is
you
move on.
It's their first good game.
The
next one they can do that.
Sorry, you cut them in half and then you tickle them, then you move on.
Right. It's what you always do. It's a rule of thumb, cutting anything in half. So you also were talking about the 3DS. I want to talk about that a little bit.
Sure.
You liking it?
It's awesome, dude.
Sweet.
I had a 3DS XL, played it for a while, and then kind of stopped.
Yeah, that's me.
I was playing more of the Vita.
Yeah.
When I was handheld gaming. And then I don't know. I don't know what drew me to it. It wasn't like I got to go out and pre-order this thing. I literally went the day it came out and was like, hey, I guess I'll pick one of these up.
You are making everybody crazy out there because you know about the shortage.
Oh yeah,
right?
I know.
Like in the West, it's almost impossible.
I got 2 of them.
Find. I know you told me that, and I was like, I thought there was weird dock issues and stuff, and which I guess is fixed now, but
yeah.
Which I'm wondering is if that's Nintendo's famous supply and demand. It seems like they're the only company that has hardware. Remember the Wii? It's like no one can find a Wii.
Right.
It's like I don't know if I believe that.
They really do have shortages. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I think there was a strike or something. I read.
Yeah, there was something at the docks. We probably should have been more informed on that, but
yeah,
whatever. We got a lot of other stuff we're informed on. Cut us some slack, but everybody out there, look it up. It's interesting. Yeah.
But yeah, I saw. I was reading about the features. The new face tracking for the 3D. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I
used to turn my 3D off, so this is interesting.
Right. Yeah. you know, with the old one, how it had a very specific sweet spot for the 3D, and if you turn your head even a tiny bit, you totally destroyed
it killed your eyes.
Right, and then you got a headache instantly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the new one uses the camera to track your face. So it checks where your eyes are, and gives you a little more leeway on the sweet spot. So it'll actually adjust the 3D to where your head is.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
And I'm finding it hurts my head a lot less.
Let's start.
Which is cool.
Less migraines with this.
Yeah,
that should be a commercial.
I know.
My eyes aren't falling
New
out of
3DS, less migraines.
New 3DS. Zelda's not stabbing you in the face. Well, oh my God, I said Zelda. Link's not stabbing you in the face.
Wow.
I corrected
And we just lost
myself.
all our listeners.
Oh yeah. Well,
some Nintendo fan is raging.
So for the one or two of you that are still here,
I'm going to make a comment. That Nintendo fans are crying long before this podcast. If anything I did to them.
That is true.
Nintendo is your enemy. Remember that.
This is true.
I'm your friend.
Yes. All right, so what else? The C-Stick is a new addition. I didn't think it would be a real big deal, but I've been playing the Majora's Mask remake, which is fantastic.
Never got into that one as much. It is a cool game.
It was good. It's good.
I'm an Ocarina guy. I mean,
yeah.
I guess you can be both. But
yeah, you could.
I guess.
I don't know. But just having that second analog for camera control is just great.
Yeah.
And it's such a stupid little thing. Like, it should have been there in the beginning. I don't know why it wasn't, but...
Well, they had that crazy add-on they tried there that failed
Circle
horribly.
Pad Pro.
Yeah.
That looked horrible.
It kind of was.
It looked janky.
It was like, it worked okay for Monster Hunter, but it was more just like, it was better than anything, but it still sucked.
Didn't they call it like the Monster Hunter add-on?
Yeah, because that's the biggest game. Yeah. They advertised it like that.
What was the other game?
Resident Evil
Kid
Revelations
Icarus
used it. Kid Icarus used it. Yeah.
But yeah, so I bought 2 of them, and I'm sure a lot of people hate me.
Yeah.
But I really don't care.
No, that's sweet.
So I got 2, so I could give my wife 1.
Aww.
So we've been, I'm awesome like that.
You are good.
You're such a sweet guy.
So I can play co-op stuff. So we've been digging out like the old 3DS stuff, Mario Kart, Animal Crossing,
man.
Just fun stuff to play. Just kind of hang out, sit on the couch.
It's the best.
Play some games.
Yeah. Kicks the feet
Watch some television.
Drink a White Russian.
Yeah.
Or smoky stoves.
I don't know any White Russians.
So I want to segue this to my experience with Nintendo recently, which I would say is the last 6 months. So I owned, like yourself, 3DS XL. Love the thing. I had some issues. I don't have it anymore. I was one of the rare people that had a hardware issue, and for whatever reason, I don't have it anymore. I bought my wife a 2DS, which I know is like the joke of the litter, but it still works. So my wife said, she beat the Kirby game, and then was like, I don't really care about this. And I was kind of saying I might get a 3DS again. She's like, do you want it? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll use my Nintendo Network ID, which sounds like a simple idea, right? Because you can do that with Vitas and everything, and Xbox. I mean, and Apple with your phones, everything. You can just put your ID in and download everything. But since it's Nintendo and it's a bunch of old weirdos who don't have any concept of modern technology, it brings up an error, much like it did with the other Wii U I got. It says this Nintendo Network ID is synced with another device. So I'm like, okay. And I know there's probably a ton of people out there being like, why didn't you go to the site? And I shouldn't have to go to any site, but anyway. So okay, fine. I call up, and I've got a lot of stuff on there. I've got a lot of digital stuff like Super Mario 3, all the old great stuff, Mario Kart. I'm like, even if I could just have a 3DS for that, that's what it's great for, and I have Ocarina of Time, I think, downloaded. So I'm like, oh man. So the guy says, fine, that's a simple thing. Take you 48 hours. So I was like, okay, that's a long time, but whatever. I wait the 48 hours. Nothing fucking happens. And I got so pissed that I don't want to call him back. I just kind of periodically, maybe first it was every day, then it was like once a week, and then it became like 2 or 3 months. So 2 days ago, I emailed support, and they did respond to me, and they said, we never had a ticket for you, which I'm not going to get into. I work in technology. They could be like, well, you didn't really call, and I'm not going to say the guy didn't or didn't or whatever. It's just, it echoes my issues with Nintendo. I love Nintendo. I want to never have an issue with Nintendo, but they're getting better. Like, they got rid of, I think, the friend code now. They're moving toward Nintendo Network ID. But like, the idea in this day and age to get rid of a device and it's like, hey, you didn't go on the website, is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I don't even understand the technology behind that would hold that. What security measure they're going for? It's ridiculous. It's like you can have one portable. What?
Right. Yeah. They tie it to the hardware instead of the account.
I get my new iPhone, or if you go get a new Android, you put your stuff in. It's like, hey, it's so nice to you. It's like your friend. It's like, you want to download all your old apps, bud? I got all your cool stuff. Got new stuff too, but here you go. Easy. Hey, you want all your old music you bought on iTunes? I'm like, thanks, Apple. Thanks, Android. Even Windows Phone that's kind of a loser does cool stuff. But Nintendo's like, no, I don't know what to do. You gotta. It's like it's talking to you. I don't really know what to do here, so but we got Mario, so don't flip out on us. Yeah, so I just wanted to get that.
You could buy Mario again.
So I would love to play Smash Brothers, and even if somebody out there is like, hey, just go buy the new. I can't do anything right now. Right. I can't buy any device until they release this. So let's say this. Let's say they release this, and I decide to play on the 2DS for a week. I go and buy this damn new 3DS or whatever. It's going to be like, no. And I know I can go on the site and remove it.
Yeah, you can. Point. I guess you can do a system transfer.
But that is so stupid
it's
and
stupid.
Archaic.
So, okay, so I'll share my story with this.
Yes.
And kind of piggyback here. So
I like piggybacking.
Yeah.
Don't play.
That sounds
we don't
dirty.
play that. Well, I was being pure. I don't like as kids. We used to play piggybacks.
Oh yeah, I played piggyback.
Wait, I'm thinking of leapfrog. Like before, all you kids had your little cool leapfrog toys. There was an actual thing called leapfrog. Okay.
I played it with all the girls. It was fun.
I played with boys and girls, whatever. It was innocent. I was young. There's nothing wrong with that either way for everybody else. But anyway, yes, to piggyback my comment.
Okay, so I went for a system trade. There was a deal with GameStop.
Oh, okay.
So you bring your old device in, get a bunch of money off for the new 3DS.
Sure.
So I don't know about the system transfer.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh.
And major problem, how the hell do you do a system transfer without the old device that you just traded? So
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I didn't lose a lot. I lost one game. I was more pissed that I had to make a new Nintendo ID, but I think it's really stupid. I don't know why they're set up that way. I don't know. Nintendo's doing some weird stuff.
Yeah, like in some ways they're improving. Like we can go off on a whole another episode about the Wii U and how they got to maybe ditch the gamepad and just like worry about their games, but they're funny because I say this all the time, like, well, Nintendo's improving because like just give us the games and I'm not going to piss anybody off. Those games that have come out for even the Wii, they're awesome. Mm-hmm. Like Super Mario 3D World is amazing. Zelda looks like I'm pretty sure it's going to be incredible. Mario Kart is amazing. Like
yeah, absolutely.
Kirby, I'm hearing split reviews on, but it's still pleasing some people. But the games they make are badass. Super Smash Bros. Is incredible.
Oh yeah.
But it's like when it comes to anything else, it's just like I know they're trying to innovate, but they're trying to innovate weird places and like just make things solid. Like this is what I would say to people: think of what Nintendo would be like if they made a machine that was almost as powerful. And I know everybody out there saying they don't care, or some people are, but hear me out. Almost even close to as powerful the Xbox One and the PS4, and then a third-party support because they have zero. That thing might be the biggest. It probably would be the biggest selling console.
Yeah,
it's almost
I think
easy.
so.
It's almost like they're fucking themselves. Like
the
fact that I know people that might not care about Madden, but Madden's a big thing. Like Madden is not made for this. Like it is not made. That is weird to say Madden is not made for a console or many other games. But that's the one I use as an example. Like Call of Duty is no longer going to be on a Wii. And I know the target audience is saying, I don't care. Well, you should care for sales of your console.
Absolutely.
And they have boatloads of money. They have so much money. They're not going anywhere in that handheld. But it's like, it almost makes me sad.
That's an annual sales record breaking franchise.
Yes. Huge. And
why wouldn't you want a piece of that?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure they'll be just fine. They survive every time we question them.
It's true.
Some people have a point. They're like, why don't you just do handhelds now? And I kind of want my full screen experience too, but
yeah, absolutely.
I think a lot of us are just holding out hope that they go multi-platform, but that's not happening anytime soon.
What's your thought on the amiibos?
So, and this is me. We all have our personal opinions. Have you seen a lot of the stuff, Bobby? I know you know what they are, but amiibos.
I know what they are, but not what they are.
Okay, so when I first saw amiibos. And I'm sure a lot of people felt this way. I know people are happy with them. I know they're selling like crazy. So I'm not questioning them here. And actually, my whole rant of Nintendo may be just thrown away because what they're doing with amiibos right now is insane.
Right.
So I think they're very cool. I think they're beautiful, first of all. Figurines are awesome.
Absolutely.
And so if I can just have them for that, I'm okay that I bought some.
Right.
Here's my problem. I bought them, and I knew there wasn't like a game yet because they're stubborn. They should just release like a freaking Skylander with every Nintendo character, the biggest selling game ever. But they're Nintendo, and I'm sure it's coming eventually. But here's my problem. I think it's cool that I can power it up. I want to be my fucking amiibo in every game. I wanted to play my amiibo.
Yeah.
I have to fight my amiibo in Smash Brothers. I didn't want to do that. I know it's cool, but it's like, well, that's not what Disney Infinity is. That's not what everybody else is. And I've always been holding out hope that Nintendo does this. You look at Skylanders, you look at Disney Infinity. I know they don't like to copy, but they should have been like, hey, let's make a Skylanders like game that's Pokemon and sell billions of copies. So I thought the amiibos were going to be the trend towards that. And they might be. There's still NFC technology, all that stuff. But so far, I'm happy for everybody that loves them. Personally, I'm disappointed. Okay. I don't even use mine anymore. I think they're cool. Like I unlocked a few freaking hats or something in Mario Kart. And then I fought mine and it got way too tough and kicks the shit out of me in Smash Brothers. And then I said, well, they're cool figurines.
Yeah. You know? Pretty much.
But again, that's personal. I know I get it. They're really cool.
Yeah.
And there's like Samus with 3 boobs selling. And it's not a real thing, but there's things like that with like, what's the one with the arm? Is it Meta Knight? There's a Meta Knight one that's rare. I think it's Samus is rare.
Samus with double cannons.
And then there's a Meta Knight one I thought. And again, there's people out there who know way better than me. So let us know. Or if you have any, because it is a cool thing. And it's almost like somebody in the factory is like doing this. Like,
just to
put 2 cannons.
It's just a, like, okay, I'm going to screw this one up on purpose,
and then
I'm going to get it, and then I'm going to sell it on eBay for 30 grand.
It's genius, man. There's somebody working like 20 hours somewhere in some factory in like Beijing, crying, getting abused, but good for them. You should be making fair wages. So no, that's great. I'm sure I will get one eventually. I have that problem where I buy almost every console.
Yeah,
trying to be better about that. But it definitely looks like it's really cool. It's getting rave reviews, so. Glad you like it, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It looks cool.
I want to say I'm surprised with it, but I'm really not, because it's a Nintendo handheld.
Yeah. They had that weird launch of the 3DS, but that was more about the price. It wasn't that there was bad games. There wasn't a lot of games for it. The other thing I want to bring up, amongst many other things, is Bethesda holds its own event at E3. I know Bobby must be going nuts.
Yeah.
Now they haven't. They haven't confirmed anything.
Yeah, rumor,
but that's probably what's going to happen.
Rumor mill, everybody.
I hope so.
Do you think, Nate? Do you think that's what's?
I have to imagine it's going to be.
I can't think it's a new Elder Scrolls because it's going to compete with online coming to consoles.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. I don't think it'll be a new Elder Scrolls.
What if it was like, what else are they working on? Well, they're working on Doom, so they'll probably show Doom, which I didn't know about the other day, by the way. They're working on a Doom game.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow, I didn't even know.
They're going to do a great job.
At least I believe that's everything I read. Yeah,
cool.
They're working on Doom. And then, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But I'm pretty sure I read that. What if I'm trying to think of what franchises they own. Because they got to own something weird. Even though I love Dishonored, what if it was like Dishonored, the sequel to Dishonored? You know how pissed people would be. I mean, Dishonored was great, and I'm sure they probably will show something on Dishonored.
Right.
But there's going to be some major thing. Like the last game they show's got to be like the dog walking or something in Fallout. And,
right.
And there was rumors a while ago that it was in Boston. I don't know if that's true.
That'd be cool if it was, though, because that's where the Commonwealth are. They're like the rich assholes of the Fallout.
You know a lot of your Fallout lore, man.
Well, I know more about Fallout 3.
Come on, Bobby.
I never played the older games. I only played Fallout 3.
We're past that now. I know there's people that are screaming, but I think we're past the top-down games.
I'm sorry.
3 is canon. I know people want to kill me because I have friends that are like, didn't want to play 3, but you know what? Every one of them fucking played 3 and loved it.
Yep.
So everybody shut up pretty quick.
That's true.
Those top-down ones were pretty amazing, though. But it is some of the similar canon. I put a lot of hours into Fallout 3.
I did too.
Absolutely.
New Vegas was really underrated too. I went back to it. I can't lie. Bethesda, everything they touch, I love. Skyrim.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Skyrim.
I don't think we're getting a sequel to that yet.
I don't think so.
Not yet. It'll probably be another few years before we get a sequel to Elder Scrolls.
It was 2011.
Yeah.
It could happen.
And do you know what? When was?
What about
Fallout
a re-release?
3?
Do you think they would?
That is a possibility.
I don't know, because I don't think they've done one.
No,
they haven't.
PC mods.
Yep.
Right.
Like I have that where it's oh my god. It's gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That makes sense. Skyrim kind of HD on the new consoles. I know HD's funny, but that's what they kind of treat it. It was already HD, but
yeah,
I would buy it definitely in a heartbeat.
I would buy it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I might not even play it again. I'm sure I would because I already got on PC. But there's those games that are so good that you're like, oh, I gotta buy it again. It's Skyrim.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
like I won't even go off on this tangent, but Red Dead's one of those games I'm praying.
Oh my God, yes.
I won't even take us down the rabbit hole. That's another show, but that's the one that I'm like, please, somebody
that's
announce,
another episode. We should do that.
Please, Rockstar announce the sequel and the remake. So that's really exciting, especially since we've got some good games, but we've also got some AAAs that are, kind of getting weird reviews and they're not living up to the hype.
Absolutely.
So we need these, and it's funny because we're in a world now that I'm thinking at least that third parties dominating, like your Shadow of Mordor's.
Absolutely,
that was actually a very good title, Shadow of Mordor.
It's a whole nother episode, but that was a great game. So Bethesda E3 event. It's its own event. I think it's the day before, or the day after, one of the days. It might be the Sunday during E3. Does it release this year?
I say yes.
Me too.
Yeah,
they were absent last year, correct?
Correct. Mm-hmm. I believe so. I might be 2 years. I don't remember. No, they might have showed Dishonored. When was Dishonored released?
Think maybe they showed Elder Scrolls Online last year.
Yeah.
But that's not really their
I don't even know. They're publishing that, right?
Squad.
I don't think they're
Am I allowed to say A-Team? I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. Elder Scrolls is made by someone else, right? Bethesda's publishing.
Correct.
They're not developing.
ZeniMax owns Bethesda.
What?
Right, but we're talking about developers. Who's developing Elder Scrolls?
Bethesda developed the Elder Scrolls series.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, no, you're right. Never mind. I'm sorry.
I don't know who's developing Elder Scrolls Online.
It's somebody else.
Yeah, and I think they set the license out.
People hate us right now. This is great.
Oh, nonsense.
These guys are morons.
So the other big topic I have, one of the other ones, is Tomb Raider Xbox One exclusivity. The reason I want to talk about this was it was announced a while ago at E3 that it's a timed exclusive, but the news just came out from the developer that Microsoft will publish and handle all marketing and promotion as well as distribution. The developer says it could come to PlayStation, which I'm sure we all know it probably will someday, but their focus is Xbox right now. How long do we think this is an exclusive?
I say a year.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I agree.
I was originally thinking 6 months, but I think a year is a good time. Because
I can't imagine
a year and a half, maybe at most.
Yeah. I can't imagine they would keep something like this exclusive.
But it all depends on the money, man. That's
what I'm thinking. Absolutely. But, I mean, like it or hate it, PlayStation's got the market share.
Oh, sure. But that's exactly why I think they could hold this exclusive longer.
And I'll take my statement back because Microsoft just blew $2.5 billion to take Minecraft.
They're showing that they are willing to compete with money.
I mean,
and it's benefited. PlayStation's still winning is fine, but yes, PlayStation's selling the most consoles, no doubt about it.
Right.
Microsoft isn't immensely far behind anymore because of that 350 promotion.
Yeah.
So Phil Spencer is showing he's really aggressive, and the only reason I think it could go longer than I originally thought, I totally agree with what you're saying, is the Uncharted 4 looming, because this game is going to directly be even though I'm going to love them both. I love both of the last ones. But this game, Microsoft does not have an in-house Uncharted at all. Nothing close.
Right.
So this could give them that. So it's going to be really interesting how long this sits.
So how do you compare the two? Do you say Uncharted and Tomb Raider, or at least the recent Tomb Raider, do they stack up?
You mean in quality?
Yeah.
Oh, I love them both. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both great games.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, definitely. I think Tomb Raider. I understand why people are mad. If I was a PlayStation, if I still had my PS4, I'd be pissed right now. I totally get it. And then Sony came out and did the same thing with Street Fighter 5. I didn't care about that as much.
Yeah,
but I'm sure there's fighting fans that are screaming right now.
Oh, yeah.
But I think you can get that on PC. That's not
Probably.
just Sony. I think this is just Xbox One. This is strange. This is not PC. The timed release is just. That's what I mean. This is interesting.
That is interesting.
They paid a lot of money for this. They had to, because so it's AC/DC did a deal with Walmart years ago, and people rightfully so was like, "What the hell?" And
that's a hell of a segue.
Well, I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay.
This actually has a good point. So AC/DC, what are you worried about? Selling albums, right? So AC/DC sold exclusive to Walmart because Walmart bought like 5 million of their albums. So AC/DC just sold 5 million albums. So that's what I'm wondering is similar. Did Microsoft say, we're going to buy, essentially, quote unquote, in terms of money, 5 million copies of Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
And you sold 5 million copies. I don't know what the last one sold that did good. I'm guessing not 10 million. It did fairly well, though.
I would assume so. They did a remake. Or
a sequel, yeah.
But they did a re-release.
Oh, yeah, which looked ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
That hair, though, that Tress effects.
Yeah.
So this is going to be really, really interesting. I know there's fanboys on each side. Like I know people are like, we got Tomb Raider and you suck. And there's places people, we got Street Fighter, you suck. It does kind of suck for gamers to have these exclusive third-party deals. This is how it was back in like I think SNES did that stuff. Like they'd lock up a third-party game, and it kind of sucks. But I am excited for that game, and if it moves consoles, then Microsoft's pretty smart. You know, whether you want to call them evil or not, that's pretty bright. And obviously, it not woke Sony up, but Sony's being smart of trying to stay ahead and not be stagnant by saying, well, maybe Street Fighter V isn't the same class as that, but there is a group of people that just want to play Street Fighter.
Right
now, they play. It was smart. My other question to this is, how much more are we going to see this with third-party games? I don't think it's going away.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think it's going to be every game, but it's going to be interesting. Especially for Microsoft. I love my Xbox. I'm not knocking it, but they have much less of an in-house kind of developer groups. You know, I know I worded that weird of like Sony. You've got so many people. Media Molecule can do your Little Big Plans. Like. They're revitalizing things like Rare and they have like I think Remedy. I don't know if Remedy's in house. I think they're just doing Quantum Break, but they have some in house people and they have 343, but they don't have as many different genres as Sony does in house. So they might have to buy more things. This is going to be really interesting how many more they buy. Yeah, you know, Tomb Raider's pretty smart. That's a sure bet. I'd be shocked if that game does not sell very, very well.
I think it should.
It'd
be criminal floored if it doesn't.
Yeah, unless the game's broken and sucks. Right. I think it's the only way, but I think it'll do very well. So yeah, I think we're going to see even more of this.
Do you think that's a good or bad thing?
I don't know. I think it bothers me more than I like it. I don't think it's good.
No?
I want more third party on both.
Okay.
It doesn't really change my life either way, but
I would say it's kind of both. It's good and bad. Obviously bad for the people that are console locked.
Right.
I only have a PS4 or I only have an Xbox One.
Right.
Sucks for you.
Yeah, it does.
But at the same time, I think it kind of forces the developers to say, all right, we need to really step up, make a good game.
It's a good argument. Yeah.
You know, and Microsoft and Sony, Microsoft just bought out Tomb Raider.
Yeah, so they can say, hey, do not
timed
mess this
exclusive
up.
Or whatever it is. Right. I don't know the facts, but
they will be pressuring them more.
Right, and every release that they have that's bad is shit. Right, man, Microsoft's really screwed up. You know,
or Sony with Street Fighter, which they're not going to screw that up. But so that's funny. So here's my segue into a broken game. Who the hell buys one of the Assassin's Creed game and makes them work? Like somebody needs to buy up that group.
Yeah,
because those dudes are just puffing some herb up there. I don't remember which one made Unity. I don't know if that was Quebec or which group. There's Ubisoft has all those different ones.
Right,
but someone needs to buy them out and just like yell at them. Because Ubisoft made some other great stuff with Far Cry 4 and Child of Light and Vine Arts, but Assassin's Creed is like, what is happening? What the hell is going on?
You can't tell me that they knew that game was broken and still released it. They knew that it was still broken, but they
were playing with fire and hoping to patch later. So yes, people buying up third parties. So you have been playing a lot of PS4. Have you played The Order?
I haven't.
You haven't.
I passed it.
Okay, this is because you see very divisive right now.
Yeah, I saw the reviews and I got scared.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
It looks beautiful.
It does. It really does. Yeah. And I guarantee this will be a game. I'll probably wait until it's on sale or PlayStation Plus.
Yep.
Which I don't know. I kind of feel bad about that.
Me too, because I was really hyped for it.
In some ways, just as it stands for the developers.
Yeah.
Like, we really put our hearts and souls into this game, and everyone's just going to wait till it's free.
Like NAC.
I mean, they get theirs, but
Yeah. I'm still waiting for NAC to be free.
I just can't. I can't justify $60 for a 5-hour game.
No, and
that's single player only.
And some people are arguing it's fair. Well, it's actually 8 hours. Whatever it takes,
whatever
fine. It's still short. And I'm someone who usually doesn't mind short games. Like I heard the argument. Somebody was like, "Well, Journey was incredible. Did you play Journey?
Yeah,
incredible.
Yeah,
but Journey was like $10-$20. Journey was cheap. It was a downloadable game. Yeah, it's by the same people that did that game company, Flower, and I forgot what else. But yeah, it was a cheap small game, so that's fine. And even though I'm not like, you need multiplayer in every game, there's nothing else.
Right.
And there's chapters that I guess people are saying, did you see, it's just there's 2 chapters that are cutscenes. You don't do anything.
Nice.
And I love a narrative.
So it's like, what is it, Metal Gear?
Oh, God. But at least Metal Gear was like 80
It's like
hours
a movie.
long.
Watch a movie.
Yeah, but at least it was like so long that, like if you actually add up the gameplay, it's probably short in the order, sure, but...
Press circle to grab your popcorn.
Yeah. And it's funny because maybe I should play it for myself because media kind of tells us what to think. Yeah. And I'm a huge defender of Heavy Rain. I loved Heavy Rain so much.
That was an excellent
And you know
game.
what? I really wasn't doing too much gameplay in Heavy Rain. Like, at all. In The Walking Dead, I'm not doing too much gameplay.
Right.
It's the narrative. So, but I guess people are even saying the narrative's a little jumbled. The world's cool. And you know what? It's a first party, so we'll probably get a sequel. I guarantee we'll get a sequel. Yeah. So they can fix things. I guess there's like very few werewolves you fight. You're fighting tons of men with guns, and it's like, well,
that's not what the trailer show, though.
Right. So it sounds like maybe somebody rushed. Who knows the story? It'll be interesting if the story comes out that who rushed them to get it done. Yeah. There are people out there loving it and are big defenders.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was reading the comments, and people were like, "I love this game. Yeah. It's my favorite game going right now." Right. And I guarantee if I play it, I'll probably be one of those guys.
Me too. I'll probably be very forgiving. Like I said, Heavy Rain is very divisive. Beyond Two Souls, which by the same way, people hated Beyond Two Souls. Yeah. Except a few. I loved Beyond Two Souls. Not loved as much Heavy Rain, but I liked it. And that gameplay was like broken essentially. Mm-hmm. But I think that's it. If you have a good narrative, and even though that narrative was all over the place, it was interesting. But yeah, Walking Dead, like I would never say Walking Dead is like great gameplay. If anything, it's so broken. But I love Telltale's games. But I guess maybe that's because it's $25. I don't care. I don't know for a season. Who knows? Right. So that is the order. Speaking of all of these broken games, we've got some to talk about here. Halo Master Chief Collection has been broken for 100 days now.
Wow.
100 days. The multiplayer.
That's kind of unforgivable.
I'm a huge defender of this game. I love Halo. I still play the Master Chief Collection, the single player, and I'm not a massive multiplayer guy this game, but this is insane. This is unfair because I'm knocking Ubisoft, but I can't help but say I feel bad for 343. I know I shouldn't. Yeah. I'm sad. I don't know if they intentionally, I don't know if it's the same thing. I might be wrong. It feels like they're the guys scrambling around like in the computer, like in the server room and everything's just broken and they fucked it up and they can't figure it out. Right. I know, believe me, I know there's nothing they can do to make it right. They're going to give people copy of free ODST remastered from a certain date, which they should give it to everybody because your shit's still kind of broken. Like Bobby, you and I went in to play just a simple game the other day online, and we couldn't do shit.
It was ridiculous.
And then we just quit and played. We played co-op online. It was great. Yeah, it was that fine. Used to be even broken. I don't know if people knew that. Like that part was fucked up.
Yep, we always had trouble with the
I want to play the new Halo 2 maps. I know I'll get slaughtered, but I want to play it. And I've played like 2 or 3 rounds.
Like I tried playing online today, and I couldn't even do it. It took me like a half hour just waiting in the matchmaking.
It's just sad, man.
Whatever. It is sad.
That's really sad considering that that's the game that made matchmaking.
Yeah, and right. Like people think Call of Duty. No, this was the game that made it good. It was Bungie, man.
This game pioneered online first person shooter.
So how do you fuck up that piece? 343. Like how does that happen? Yo, 343 in the house. By the way, I just want to say it. It sounded great like a zip code. Yo, 343. Shout out. Are they gonna fucking fix this? They have to, right? There's no way they can't. Are they just gonna kind of hang out until Halo 5 comes up?
I can't see that happening.
I can't see
it's gotten better.
I mean. When you think Microsoft, you think Halo.
They have to fix
They have to make
this work. Knowing the new guy too, Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer, he'll definitely make sure they fix this.
Fucking hitting them and shit, like
whipping them.
Fucked up, huh? Oh, and he talks like Sylvester Stallone for some reason. Hey,
I bet you he has like a big replica energy sword, and he just walks around just smacking the crap out of people.
Bane, as they're calling it in Halo 5 now. So here brings me to my next question about this. Halo 5 statement cannot fucking be broke at all.
No.
Like there's no. If Halo 5's broken,
they're done.
It's done.
They'll still be there, but it is going to hurt major sales. That is going to be the fucking ship that everybody's like, I'm going to get a PS4. I'm done. People buy this console. There's other games, but Xbox, like, I know there's other great games, but primarily, like, I know people buy shit for Uncharted and stuff like that. But Halo is the only. I might get slapped for this. First party that I can think of off the top of my head that somebody's buying a console for. The majority. Yeah. Some people are buying it for Uncharted, but they're also buying it for Infamous. I get you love those games, but Halo is like Call of Duty in that there's one person buying like, I'm buying Halo 5 and that's all I care about. Yeah. I'm buying Destiny now has become that. That's all I care about.
It's the Smash Brothers of Microsoft.
Which kind of, while I love Microsoft and thank God for Sunset Overdrive and Forza because that shows you that their library isn't as robust. Well, I love them.
Right.
Their first party isn't as robust, which is why Tomb Raider might help for a lot. But, Sony, you can be like, oh, I got this game, I got this game. So thank God for third party, because no matter what anybody says, they got Gears too. Gears is the other one.
Yeah.
But if Gears came out fucked up and then Halo 5's fucked up, oh my God, I can't imagine. There'd be riots. So Phil Spencer, I know you're the man. You can make this right. And 343, I'm personally pulling for him. I know people want to kill him, but I just don't want to hate these guys, because I know you haven't played Age of 1, but have you seen what Halo 2 looks like?
Yeah.
What they did?
Oh, yeah.
I've
phenomenal.
never seen somebody like those cutscenes, dude. I know they're trying to make this Halo movie forever. Just fucking hire those guys to make the movie.
Seriously, that's all you need to do.
I just stare and I'm like, Gravemind looks like so gross now, and it's just so
nice.
Everything's so beautiful, and playing through single player's been awesome, no issues. And then I'm like, so it's unfair for me not being a super competitive multiplayer. To me, I'm like, oh, it's fun, but like, no, there's people out there that just play multiplayer. I've got a friend that bought it for this, and he's so pissed. He's like, and he's really good.
Yeah,
I don't talk to him about it anymore because I don't want to bring it up, because he's like a sore subject, He can't play that game. So yeah, get it together, 343. Do not fuck up Halo 5. Let's see. Speaking of catastrophic launches, there's another one. So Drive Club Free Edition. Did you see the news that came out about this?
Oh, yeah. I bet people are pissed.
So some people, again, defending, you never know if it's a console lover just defending their homies, whatever. Mm-hmm. But some people are like, hey, the game's fine now. The developer came out. Actually, I think it was one of the Sony guys, whatever it was. He came out and said, I can't commit to the free edition. And there was like almost blood in the streets. Yeah. It's like, what do you mean? Like, what do you promised the free edition? Then he came back out and was like, okay, we're working on the free edition. Will we see this free edition of Drive Club? And do people still give a shit? Maybe on principle?
That's what I would say. I know I don't give a shit.
If you promise something, keep your word. You can't go back.
Especially
if you're a game company.
Here's what I think about this, and I know this may suck, and people might call me nuts. At this point, since they're a big developer and may have some money, find a way to give something for free, because I know what they're up to. I know they're saying, well, we can't just give the whole game away free. You got to do something at this point.
Yeah.
Because they're probably not worried about that. They're trying to make – here's what they're doing. The game was broke. They're focused on fixing the paid version. I get that. And Master Chief's the same way, but Master Chief didn't promise something free. You guys said you are getting the full playable game with a certain amount of cars and tracks of Drive Club. It's been a long time.
I mean, that was supposed to be a launch thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then they pushed back the launch.
They delayed it twice.
Yeah, was
it the game?
Was it September of last year? It was a while ago, I remember.
Yeah.
I could look up specifics, but yeah, it was a while ago. And then, you're right, they delayed the whole game, and they came out and were like, okay, well, we can't give it free edition. Fine. And I saw it. It looks beautiful, the weather and everything.
That was after the fact.
Thank
weather
God.
was patched in, right?
Yeah. And it looks great. But you know what's funny I just thought of? Thank God each of the consoles are fucking up. Because one of them can't, and I know Sony's winning right now, sure, but one of them can't run away completely. Because like every time it's like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like Sony can be like, oh, yeah, you're catching up. Master Chief Collection's fucked up, dude.
Yeah,
and
oops,
then
the order.
Microsoft can be like, yeah, oh, nice job on the order. Oh, Drive Club? We got Forza. So it's like they each are doing something right. It's almost comical. Yeah. And it really is sad, but it's almost like, okay, which one of them, it's going to come down to which one of them is like everybody.
Which one fucks up less.
Right. One of them's got to say, hey, and I think both of them, I think even third party now at this point, Assassin's Creed was a huge help to a console world. I think it's going to fix so much because gamers were rightfully so pissed. I bought that. You saw me at launch. We were both there at launch. Yeah. I bought that and Master Chief Collection. Think of that for a second. I bought Assassin's Creed Unity and Master Chief Collection at midnight. It was the first time buying games at midnight for me since Halo 2 came out. Both of those things were fucking like complete messes. Yeah. Master Chief Collection, I could play the single player after I downloaded the 20 gig patch. Day one patch. Assassin's Creed was like 2 frames a second. Yeah. So I put that down for like a month, went back and played, was kind of fixed, and then I kind of got pissed and was like, I don't really want to play. I'm pissed. I don't want to play this anymore. Right. So yeah, everybody needs to kind of get their shit together there.
Did they even fix that yet at Unity? Did they finally fix it?
Yeah, it's pretty good now, I guess. They took out the bullshit initiates chests too, right? Where you had to go up to a chest and grab your phone
with the mobile app.
Ubisoft's like getting like EA with that shit.
Yeah, I think I'm really getting annoyed with their forcing you play.
Yeah, knock it off.
Like
that's just it. Knock it off.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I know everybody wants to be Steam, but stop. You're not Steam.
Yeah,
get over it.
Pulled it off because they're on a PC, right? They figured out a way to pull this off. Your DRM's bullshit. Same with Origin, it sucks.
Yeah.
Speaking of broken car games, here's one that's not broken, and the cool DLC that's coming, or ridiculous DLC, however you opinion it. What if Force Segue? Forza Horizon 2, which is one of my favorite games right now, is coming out. I couldn't believe this news. I'm way too excited about this. With a Fast and Furious DLC.
What?
So first I'm like, what?
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Right. It's a what the fuck either way. It's standalone. I'm not even a huge Fast and Furious guy, but the movies are fun.
Yeah.
Standalone DLC. It's going to be free for 2 weeks when it launches on March 27th for Xbox One and 360. The 360 version is probably going to suck because Forza Horizon 2 and 360's got issues. But anyway, it's going to be standalone. You can play this on its own. It's going to come out when the movie's released to hype it. And then after that, it's going to be like $10 after. So I don't know the size of the game. But Ludacris is in the game as his character in the game, like narrating it, telling your guy to go get I'm way too excited about this.
That's awesome.
Because I don't know if either of you have played Forza Horizon 2, and I'm not being an Xbox. That game is so good.
Oh, Forza's awesome.
Well, Horizon, to me, a lot of people are
Horizon's
sim guys.
good.
But no, Horizon 2, you played Horizon on the 360, right? Horizon
Yes.
2 is a different league. That game, it's just bigger and better, but it's the greatest pick up and play game ever. I'm like level 71 in it now. I don't even think about it. I'm ranked up so much.
I'm level 71, but I don't think about it.
No, I mean, it's just the greatest pick up and play. You just lose yourself. It's fun.
Awesome.
Nice. I'll definitely have to pick that up sometime.
This is kind of cool to me. And that's, again, maybe Microsoft's getting smarter. Maybe they're getting stupider. I don't know, but it's just interesting. You always have these weird promotional things that like...
Yeah,
it
makes sense.
That's like a Need for Speed thing, though, usually.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's smart.
Yeah.
Because maybe they're like, we can really take over Need for Speed now, and we can dominate. We got a really great engine.
Yeah.
Forza 6 comes out this year, which is crazy that that's coming out already. Yeah, so that I'm pretty excited about that. They haven't shown any footage. They showed some pictures, and it's going to be like obviously cars in the movie, and
right.
It's totally like I get like a exploitation of like marketing the movie, but I don't care. It makes sense.
Do you think it'll be a good movie tie-in game and break the stigma?
I think if it isn't, it's fine.
Okay.
I think it's the best way I can answer. I could see where it could be like nobody gives a shit, but I think that's why I think the price is brilliant.
Yeah.
If this
absolutely.
was like a $25 downloadable $20 thing, which is cool. They're doing this. So being that you guys don't play Forza Horizon 2, you might not know the knock they got. They released something called Storm Island, which is really good, but it was like $20 or $25, and it added this small island. I paid it because I'm a sucker and I love this game.
Mm-hmm.
And it adds weather, and the weather's amazing. But instead of it being through the whole game,
it's just
it
that
added
one
to this
place.
area. And I think they might have done an update though, because I was playing last night and I felt like I was in the mainland with wind and water. I might have to look it up. Wind and water, which is rain. Wow. If you don't understand that.
Next gen.
I don't know how to say torrential downpour. I say wind and water.
Water particles.
Wind and water. Okay, so one of the last game things I am freaking out about. I know some people are pissed, but I know Bobby's going to go nuts, and I'm sure you are.
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
interested
I'm
in this too,
excited.
Right? Rock Band and Guitar Hero, I can't believe I'm saying this, are probably coming back. I say probably in huge capital letters because the rumors never so much. What the fuck? That is amazing. It went from being
I'm stoked, dude.
We might want to make another game. We'll gauge your interest.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember the surveys.
Couple months later, they're like, well, they're not saying anything, I don't think, at this point. Holy shit.
That's awesome. Yeah. I love those games. They're so much fun. I just found it as a shame they kind of died out after
you
a while.
learned how to become a drummer.
Yes, I did. And whoever told you video games cannot teach you anything is full of shit.
And I played drums for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
And I saw Rock Band when they were demoing it, and I was like, I want that right now.
Oh, God.
That looks sweet. And, man, Rock Band 1, it was solid. Yeah. I mean, it was good.
Oh, yeah.
I played the crap out of it.
I played all of
them. But when they redid the drums...
Oh, my God.
And they had the cymbals and stuff.
Oh, God. So good.
That was awesome.
Dude, it was great.
I'm like, oh, God.
Keep going. Oh, my God.
Whack Band.
We're not even there yet.
Whack Band. I want to do the theme song for Whack Band. But go ahead. Keep going with Rock Band. Rock Band, Whack Band. Oh, my God. That's
yes.
Oh, my God. You can get the Whack Band add-on for when you're...
That's how you charge your drums.
One hand and plumbing with the other. Oh, boy.
But yeah, when they redid the drums, it felt...
So good.
It felt good.
Did you do what we did?
With the guitars, it's like, okay, I'm kind of playing something, but with the drums, you were playing the drums.
So I started out I know we're all musicians, and for the people that don't know, like you guys play drums, you play a bunch of stuff, bass and guitar, right?
It's mostly drums.
Right. So I'm a singer and guitar mostly. Too. Right. So I started as a drummer when I was like 13, but me going to it was kind of annoying for me. I played them, but I wasn't like him or probably like you did. I couldn't play on like expert it, but I'm always good at guitar and the guitars and stuff. So I more did that. But I will tell you, jamming with Bobby over the years, or even if I had played with you, like it is so much fun watching someone like when you get. It sounds silly to say this, when you get a good quote unquote rock band, it feels cool.
Oh yeah,
like you feel so cool, and we're. Take this. So we're not wannabe musicians like a lot of people want to play rock band.
Stream the crap out of this.
We play music and we're saying this. So that shows you they got this down.
They did.
Here's my question. And I don't know how they don't, but do they sell all the plastic instruments again to us? How do they not?
I'm going to say yes.
They got it, right?
I got to buy them because I gave mine away.
Do you know how hard it is to get them now? Like you got to go on eBay. I went to just go get like a guitar because they have that like there's like a community driven project on a computer where like you can go play all the I forgot what it's called, something ClickBand or whatever it is, and it's cool. So I was like, I'm gonna go get and play on my computer, and GameStop was like, we don't stock them, obviously. And I was like, shit, I didn't even think of that. Well, because I was even gonna buy Rock Band 2 or 3, Rock Band 2 for my Xbox 360 because I told my wife I have it sitting there, and I'm like, why don't we fire up 360? Because I have like thousands of dollars worth of albums probably in there, for a party night.
Well, the thing is, like with the game coming out though, like if it does come out. Do you think there's a way they can use like the cameras or something as like a motion tracker?
I hope no.
Well, here's
I really hope no.
They're trying to push Kinect out. If you're talking for two problems, Sony undersold the camera and didn't make enough.
Oh,
now they're trying to make more, but these are optional, so I don't think they could force you.
Yeah.
Yes, they could sell it with the game, but if you're talking about the Kinect's technology, the Kinect is going to be expensive to sell and it's bulky. And even if you did that, I think I want to. Touch.
That is true. I want to have something in my hand to play.
I want that click, man.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, what I do for that click, man.
Right, and I think that's kind of the whole point of it. Is it's you need
something tangible.
You're not just playing air guitar. No. You're not,
which I'm very good
flailing your arms around, faking the drums. You're actually playing.
Right. Whack band.
You really want to talk about it.
You said flailing your arms around, and I can't stop thinking whack band. Whack band, rock band.
People have already looked it up.
So here's my kind of thought.
Get your pre-orders now. Limited edition.
It's already sold out, dude. I bought every one of them. I've got like 7 on each arm. I've got 7 on each arm. And you'll go into my apartment and you hear "Hold On Loosely" or some ridiculous old song, and I'll be crying and get out. Anyway, but all my stuff will be charged. We'll get to that in a minute. So do they charge a monthly subscription model? I know nothing's been announced, but I can't help but think about this. That would be so smart.
I think they should.
Like a Spotify type thing. It's like I don't know if you can do it's what Sony runs into with the PS Now. Like, how do you set the price? Can you get everything? Do you only get some things? Are artists like record companies got to say, okay, so are some companies going to be like Taylor Swift and be like, you are never ever ever playing my song in Rock Band? I had to do that.
Good.
Yeah. Do you think she says that in the mirror?
Probably.
You're never ever playing my song in Spotify. Haha, fucker. I'm Taylor Swift. I stood tall next to Kanye. Anyway. And face the heat. Shout out to Yeezy if you're listening. Stay up, man. You fine. You're doing okay. So yeah, I think the monthly subscription model would be brilliant. I hope.
Yeah, that would be a good idea too. Instead of just waiting like every once a week for a song to come out.
Oh, I think you'd still have to do that. I think you just got to pay money. They're still going to have to develop each song. Oh, just you pay, say, $10, $20, whatever the model is, $5, and maybe there's tiers, and you're like, you can get all these albums. You can get these albums instead of piecemealing it.
So how you...
I know.
How would you want to do it? Like, do you keep it?
I know.
You pay the monthly and you keep it? Like PlayStation Plus? Or... Well, no. Yeah, oh, sorry.
Right.
Let me get my facts straight here. It'd be... games with gold, right?
Which I think just changed. I think they're
Did they
both.
Change it?
I'm pretty sure I read that if you get rid of your service, you lose everything. It might be wrong, but I thought games with gold changed.
Okay, well,
but either way,
the original games with gold,
yes,
as opposed to PlayStation Plus, where your subscription's gone. You can still have it there, you just can't touch it.
I think it's fair if you lose it. I think that's fair.
I think it is.
Because I think we're getting, and I don't know the logistics, but why couldn't they stream this on a server? Maybe you don't even have it on your console anymore. I don't understand why. I mean, you're doing things like the Gaikai tech in PS Now stream an entire game. I'm sure they could stream a Rock Band. I don't know the logistics, obviously.
Right, yeah.
You know what the only problem is, though? Delay. Because Rocksmith has that issue, just the slight delay from going from the USB cable. So, God, what would it be like if you had a shitty connection all of a sudden? You couldn't play Rock Band local? It might have riots. So maybe they don't even touch that yet.
Okay. Yeah. So
maybe
scratch that. If you're listening, don't do that.
You just got disappointed if you wanted that. Yeah. Do not do it.
We're very sorry.
And obviously we're talking about Rock Band. Are you more of a Rock Band guy? I am.
Yes.
Like I love Guitar Hero, but
I'm
gonna
go there and say I hate Guitar Hero.
You used to like them when it was Rock Band making
Harmonix.
Harmonix making Guitar Hero.
And as soon as they left, I hated it.
Here's another question that just came up in my head. These are both rumored to be made. No one said anything. Is Harmonix gonna make Guitar Hero? Or are they making Rock Band, and is somebody else also making it? You know what I mean? It's so up in the air right now. I say they got to go Rock Band. That's the bigger brand.
Yeah,
right?
They're going Rock Band.
Right.
There's no way they're not.
Guitar Hero, I heard the rumor was that there might be an announcement at E3, and it might be trying to go more serious instead of their big-headed weird. That's really weird.
That's the only thing I really didn't care about in the Guitar Hero games was the character models.
Right.
Well, where Rock Band... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Like Rock Band, just had more of that more realistic look to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was still cartoony, but it was a little better. Yeah.
Yeah, my issue with Guitar Hero is I feel like they just kind of went crazy with it, and they went more for the people that were like, I'm not really playing a song, I'm just slamming some notes around, and I got a high score.
Sure.
Whereas Rock Band was like, hey, come play us, and you're actually playing the stuff.
Sure.
And that's kind of where I fell off the bandwagon with Guitar Hero.
Me too. And I guess they had to do something different. They're trying to switch it up. But I
think it was a flop.
Right. And
Guitar Hero Metallica
some
versus people that liked them, but not me.
Guitar Hero Metallica versus Rock Band Beatles, and it might be that I like the Beatles better. I love 80s Metallica.
Yeah.
It was like, it's a no-brainer. Like Rock Band Beatles was awesome.
I tried playing Guitar Hero Metallica one time.
Was it Rock Band AC/DC? Is that the other band they did? The little downloadable. That was kind of cool.
Yes.
Is that all they did, right? Beatles and AC/DC? Did they do another band? I didn't think so.
They had a Lego version.
Oh,
that was the other thing.
Yeah. Beatles was so good.
But yeah, I tried to play the Metallica thing, and it just felt so off.
Yeah.
And I had already kind of made up my mind about the series, right. and after playing that, I was like, I will never buy another Guitar Hero again, ever.
If you bought Guitar Hero Metallica, wouldn't you be like, I'm going to stop playing this right before I got to go, give me a few, give me a five? Like, wouldn't you just be like, I'm not even touch that? Let me just play Ride the Lightning and Justice for All or something like that again.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm going to skip the last 17 songs.
What was the one that like people rioted about? Was it like Saint Anger? Was that the one?
I think so.
Yeah. So like when you get to those, does it just like the disc just catch on fire and wipe your hard drive?
Blows up. Lars bitches at you for not buying an official copy and sues you.
They give you a free copy.
What a metal guy for that, by the way.
Free subscription to Napster.
Yeah. I know people love Lars. I'm not trying to beat up on him. He's a great drummer. Okay, so I am pretty excited because we are at the WTF of the week.
Finally.
The WTF of the week, I've chosen it this week. We will kind of go around and take turns kind of each week, and one of us will pick. There will only be one, but each week we'll take turns. So I get this week, and I picked the Whack Band. What's the Whack Band, you guys say? It is, oh my God, it is a band that uses up and down motion to store power. It can then, in turn, charge your devices. So I'm guessing it is some sort of, and I believe I could bring up the site here, a USB, kind of like the Nike Fuel Band, where it can unhook and plug into the bottom of your iPhone, or it's made by Pornhub. Pornhub is making a wearable meant for shaking and beating. Actually, it's called the Wank Band. Oh my God, I've had it wrong this whole time. I'm so sorry, Pornhub. The Wank Band, that's even better.
That is so much better.
Yeah, it probably is better.
I like it.
So Pornhub made a video. I haven't even watched it yet. And it's a small valve in the band that sends a weight up and down with each loving, lonely stroke. So let me just say the technology is pretty good. It's probably just like the Fitbit I'm wearing here that senses accelerometers. They're just saying it's for jerking off. It's probably you move your hand all over the place. So you could use really green technology, and not me, but you deviants out there that watch porn on your cell phones and stuff. You could power up your Wank Band, and then in turn be green, and then power your device back up.
That is
kind of green.
That's a very good idea. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty impressive.
Well done. Well played, Pornhub. Well played.
I cannot believe that Pornhub is actually. I'm sure they're hiring somebody out, but Pornhub is getting behind. Like, this is their product. What the fuck?
Can you imagine like the test group for this thing?
Stop jerking off and get on the job. But sir, it is the job. I don't know why bosses always talk like that. Mitchell, are you jerking off again? No, sir, just testing the wank band. End scene.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm pretty fucked up sense of humor, but I'm flabbergasted, man. I don't know what to say. I don't even say the word flabbergasted, and that made me say that word. It's unbelievable that this is a thing.
Do you think they're going to like try and spin this as like some kind of exercise tool?
I don't think so. Their PR people are the ones saying this.
They could like partner up with like Shake Weight.
Oh my God.
That's so true. I am officially, so I clicked the link for the PR. I am on Pornhub.com right now. It doesn't have any weird videos. It is an official Apple-like splash page. Very well done. The power is in your hand. Every day, millions of hours of adult content. Adult content are consumed online, wasting energy in the process and hurting the environment. I should work for them, is what I said. At Pornhub, we decided to do something about it. Introducing the Wank Band, the first wearable tech that allows you to love the planet by loving yourself. Oh my God, and as I scroll down, it's like sliding back and forth. Start jacking on, the slogan says. It creates power when moved up and down in a motion. It's actually really cool looking. Like, look at this. I know we don't have the video thing, but we'll put a link up of it.
Wow, that's like really professionally done.
Some
guy like spent hours animating a wank band.
You think it's just like a sugar pill and it doesn't do anything? It just flashes lights? Because the people that buy this are going to be really fucked up human beings, and they're like, oh, technology, whatever, let me jerk off.
Do you think it's going to be like the guys that buy like Priuses? Prii? What's the plural? I don't know what the plural is.
Priuses have gotten kind of cool, but yes, I think
like a really snooty.
Yes.
Yeah, this is my Prius and this is my wank
band. My wank band. So you can use your wank band to charge your Prius. Imagine that tie-in. Oh, jerk off while you drive.
Oh wow.
Wait, people don't do that. That's not a okay.
Next,
topic.
Moving on.
So, being that this is the first episode, we will talk about last week's releases that came out in games. Most of the time, you're just going to hear us saying this week. So this last week, what just came out is Resident Evil Revelations 2 Episode 1. Holy shit, what a mouthful. I'm actually kind of excited for this.
Me too.
I wasn't until I started watching videos on it. It looks like a return to form. And I just actually bought... I haven't played it this week. I didn't lie in my games I'm playing. Last week I was playing the Resident Evil HD remake, which is actually pretty well done.
Nice.
Pretty well done. It's like $20. And it got me kind of like, okay, I think I actually missed this. I didn't think I did. It's no tank controls anymore. You can turn them on, thank God. But it's just Resident Evil 4 kind of controls.
Actually, didn't they have... I think I saw they have an achievement for playing with tank controls.
Yes. Yeah,
that's kind of funny.
I will try to get that, actually. But oh my God.
I think that's pretty funny.
Do not open that door, Jill. I got to that scene and got so excited. That's how bad that was. It's multi-platform. It came out on pretty much everything there is. So that is... Do you know about that? That is episodic.
I haven't seen anything on it.
It's weird, but I guess I don't know if it's good. We'll see. It's following the Walking Dead model. It's so weird.
Interesting.
There's going to be, I think, 4 episodes, and then if you buy the season pass, there's 2 bonus episodes. And I believe you're playing Claire.
Yes, you're playing Claire.
Claire, right? And then you also have somebody with you. I know Barry Burton's daughter's in it. I don't know which one's the playable, and then each one has a sidekick person. I know there's like a young
it's like
girl.
I don't know who the young
Moira
girl is.
Burton.
Didn't 6 have all sidekicks?
Yeah, but 6 was...
Yeah.
Did you like 6?
It was okay.
Yeah.
I played it.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I liked
some
5.
parts were more fun than others.
Yeah.
But yeah, it felt weird.
I really just want... And it's funny because I thought I'd like the Evil Within more than I did, and it was decent, but I just like Resident Evil being Resident Evil. So this feels more like 4 mixed with 1, which 4 was
amazing.
4 was awesome.
Incredible, and 1 was legendary, it's rich time. So this I think it could be good. We'll see how it performs each episode. The Order, we talked about that, came out. Mm-hmm. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, which is getting much different reviews. I was getting ready to buy it, and I saw that the whole game was played just with a stylus, so for now I am taking a time out.
Ooh,
Have you seen it? It's gorgeous, dude.
Is it one of those...
it is so beautiful.
Where you kind of like just control where he goes.
Yeah,
you draw the platform kind of
innovative,
thing.
so I don't just want to dumb it on that, but it's the whole game, and I really loved the Kirby 3DS game.
Yeah.
So I was hoping for a platform Kirby. It's what I want.
Right.
And it's not at all. So maybe I'll get eventually. Maybe I'll give it a shot. It's getting like anywhere from like people say it's terrible to people love it. So we'll see.
It's Kirby.
But it made me sad because
Kirby's
I saw it.
stuff.
They don't go to E3, but their own Nintendo event, and it looks beautiful. I mean, it looks like it's claymation. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Homeworld Remastered came out for PC. Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse which was multi-platform, came out pretty much everything. And you guys probably didn't play any of these, right?
I just bought Homeworld
you did?
a day ago.
Okay, you haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
It looks sweet.
I was kind of excited for that. I haven't got it yet.
I'm really excited to play it.
Yeah.
I think it's a heck of a deal. I think it was like
it
was like $35 or something.
Oh
wow.
Yeah, maybe you'll give us some
and
impressions
it's
next time
a remake of Homeworld 1 and 2.
Oh, I didn't know it was 2.
Yeah.
Wow, those are great games.
And I believe it comes with the originals as well.
Oh wow.
So the non-remade.
Sure.
I don't know why you would never play them.
But it's cool.
But then I guess they're doing a multiplayer that combines both. So you get all the improvements of 2 with all the maps and everything from 1.
Oh my god,
that's
cool. Really
I think that's
really cool.
Pretty slick.
Yeah, that's definitely
and I'm very, very excited to get to try it out.
Definitely, yeah. You have to give us impressions on that in the next few episodes. I'll be looking forward to it. I really want that game. So this week coming out will be Helldivers. Well, no, that's whatever. I just missed Dio. Helldivers for PS4, PS3, Vita on March 3rd. Orishika, I'm terrible at pronouncing these things, so don't anybody hate me. Tainted Bloodlines for the Vita, March 3rd. Resident Evil Revelations 2, Episode 2. Oh, wow.
That's
I think that's weekly,
name.
actually. Unlike Telltale, which is like, hey, when we get around to it.
Yeah.
That's coming out for pretty much everything there is. There's that weird thing where it's going to come out for March 3rd on PSN and then the 4th. I don't know if you noticed that on Xbox Live.
Interesting.
Sony, nobody's talking about it. Sony's getting so even Tales from the Borderlands or whatever, stuff like that. Like I get it a day later than Sony. It's weird. And I think it's maybe more, I could look at, maybe
the
it's
day
when they
update
release
their store, maybe?
Yeah, maybe it's a Tuesday versus Wednesday or whatever. I got to look it up. Scream Ride for the Xbox One, Xbox 360. I've played that demo. That game is like ridiculous fun. You just wreck shit. You're like throwing these people through this roller coaster and smashing stuff. Mario versus Donkey Kong Tipping Stars. Wii U and 3DS March 5th. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm guessing it's maybe another Mario mini on the move, kind of those mini games they do, which are kind of fun. And yeah, so that there's not a ton of huge releases coming out. I think next week I saw, or the week after rather, had some pretty big games. I know Bloodborne's coming end of the month, I think.
20 or wait. Yeah, March 24th.
Yeah, and then you've got Witcher 3 coming up,
maybe?
The month after, I believe it is, and Mortal Kombat and stuff. Our next segment is This Week in Games History. Sorry about that. In 2013, SimCity came out. Tomb Raider came out. In 2011, Beyond Good and Evil. And to give you an idea, this is kind of the week of like March 1st to March 9th. I didn't put exact days. Beyond Good and Evil came out in 2011. 2010, Sony buys Little Big Planet developer Media Molecule. In 2005, Star Wars Republic Commando. 2002, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Ooh la la.
That was a great game.
2001, Conker's Bad Fur Day. My God.
That was also a great game.
So good.
That game was awesome.
Just give us another Conker.
Do you think they'll remake that?
That's rare, right?
Yeah.
Conker?
Yes.
I think they're going to try to remake everything since they're Microsoft's in-house thing now. I think you're going to get Battletoads first, and then Banjo, and then maybe Conker, depending on the sales. Cool. You don't know, like that. Phil Spencer wore a Battletoads shirt, and people went nuts.
Why the fuck didn't anyone tell me this?
Well, they haven't officially announced yet, but Battletoads is coming.
That's fucking
Bobby's
awesome.
head just exploded.
Which
for
is,
all of you that can't
people
see.
are going to kill me for this. Is the most fucking overrated, hard, nostalgic game ever. Go back and play it. It's so unfucking forgiving. I love it too. I want it, but and are they really going to be like, hey, it's rash, zits, and pimple?
Yeah.
Are we going to do that? Maybe.
Yeah.
We got it, right?
Yeah, dude.
It's so fucking weird. It's such a 90s game. Like,
you know what?
Great.
You know what they should do? They should tie in Oakley.
Oh my God.
For the sunglasses?
The sunglasses.
So, okay, so there's your Apocalypse Edition.
HoloLens.
Oh,
The
shit.
Microsoft HoloLens.
That's another episode. We're talking
yes, it
about
is.
that.
I'm excited about that. So 2000, Sony PlayStation 2 introduced in Japan. How fucking nuts is that? The 2000. The PlayStation 2 was introduced. Wow. 1999, ready to have another mind? Silent Hill released on PlayStation. I feel so old right now.
Wow.
I remember going and picking it up. 1996, Wipeout for the Saturn. That poor console that failed terribly. It was too expensive, but launched a great franchise. 1995, Double Dragon Arcade in Japan was released. And 1982, my favorite one to announce, the Alien DOS text adventure was released.
Nice.
Text only, which is...
Heck yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that, I believe, is all we got for this week, unless you guys got anything else.
I think that's it.
Love, poems, trinkets, forget-me-nots. recipes.
Pre-order your wank band. Coming soon.
I'm sorry that I said whack band. I'm very forgiving. Please forgive me for that. That's the one I'm going to make. The really cheap Chinese version. I'd like to thank DJ Spades. Check his stuff out at djspades.bandcamp.com. He played our intro song, which is In Need of New Threads off the album Press Start Volume 1. He's a really awesome guy, really awesome musician. I want to thank him for that. And that looks like it'll do it for this week. Join us next week. Thank you and toodles.
See you later, dudes.